Hi Sagittarius, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here today to do your April 2020 general reading. So this is going to be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you were watching your sun sign and this doesn't make sense for you, make sure to go check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Today we're going to be focusing on what past event is most significantly affecting your present and your future. And I will tell you that I was already getting some messages for you, maybe in your current circumstance. I feel like there's quite a bit of distraction going on, and we're all going through this very trialing time with the whole coronavirus and being in solitude and quarantine and all that kind of stuff. And I'll tell you the hoverfly, which I had to look it up. I thought it was some sort of bee, but it's actually called a hoverfly. And when I looked up the symbolism, it says the fly spirit animal symbolizes abundance and prosperity during times of adversity. It sends the message that being persistent, consistent, and determined, even in the face of tragedy, will result in victory. And I was getting that there's something that's going on, especially in this time where we're really having to take a step back. I feel like instead of distracting yourself, now is the time to get really focused about what you want to achieve or to change once we come out of this time of solitude. So just remember, this trialing time is helping you get more in alignment with what you want out of your life, Sagittarius. So, yeah, if you're new to my channel, welcome. So glad to have you here. And if you've never been to my channel and you like my energy or these messages, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you want updates of when I go live or post new content. And Vibe Tribe, love you something serious. Don't know what I'd do without you. And I'm so thankful for this community. I really don't know what I'd do without y'all. So with that being said, make sure to give this a thumbs up, share with your friends, drop me a comment. I love reading your comments. So thank you to everyone who has been reaching out for personal readings, supporting my channel. Just even by commenting and liking, you're supporting me. So thank you for that. So let's get into it, guys. Again, these are general readings. They're not going to apply to everyone. So please take what resonates and leave what does not. So let's get into it. What past event is most significantly affecting you, your present and your future, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay. Okay. So I'm actually picking up quite a few things. Okay. Sagittarius, you have some major power coming through. So what I'm seeing, we have the Orphan card, okay? Galactic, vows, transportation, and the High Priestess, okay? So what this tells me, and there's a couple things that I'm picking up on, so again, just if it's your storyline, take it, run with it, have fun with it. But I feel like a lot of you that I'm picking up on, no matter where Sagittarius is in your placement, I feel like a lot of the abandonment, so whether you had someone in your life, like a father figure or whatever, that traveled a lot for business, was never really fully present for you in your life. Maybe you just had a hard time trusting people, you know, people coming in and out of your life from a very early age. It was hard for you to, like, there's just a lot of movement, right? So You could even have moved around a lot as a child and never really knew where you belong. I feel like a lot of you are very connected to the star system. Maybe you're a night owl and just love stargazing and it helps you feel connected to something, but there's a sense of disconnectedness that I'm feeling. Feeling alone, and some of you might even prefer to be in your own energy than relying too much on other people um, to give you what you need. You're very driven and very focused on producing your own results. You don't rely on anyone else to give you that. And I feel like a lot of you, because you have a hard time trusting others, so whatever that past event for you that kind of led to not feeling stable or secure in your life and having a hard time trusting people actually sticking around or having your best interest at heart, like there's a sense of you making a vow that you'll never let someone close enough to you to make you feel this again, right? So whatever that memory is for you, that's honestly what's holding you back from really being in your full power, because I feel like a lot of you are having a hard time, like even letting soul tribe and soul family, and there's just this sense of, you know, this sense of longing, of wanting to know really where you belong, who you belong with, and who you can trust. Some of you are better in solitude, but at the same time, you end up like just craving connection. And I feel like this is kind of where you end up having a hard time. So a lot of you just may be like hunkered down right now and, developing your abilities or even distracting from your abilities. But I feel like a lot of you are not showing the world the true you. You don't let people see the true you. People see what they want to see or what you show them, but you don't let anyone get too close to you for this reason. Some of you might even be just constantly moving or feeling the need to, keep active and keep busy so that you don't have to sit with those emotions too long. So there's a sense of letting yourself be free, though, with the high priestess card. Like, she's totally tapped in, tuned in, right? And she has her arms open even though she's cloaked still. Like, I still get this same energy from the vows card. There's a sense of surrender here that is like just accepting what is and accepting your purpose in this world. So hopefully that makes sense for you. Let's see, uh, what is this most affecting? What is this past event mostly affecting in Sagittarius's life? Yeah, see, know that you belong. And that's exactly what I was picking up. It's not really knowing where your place is. And that's a really hard feeling. I know I've been there. A lot of people have on this journey. And it's a part of the awakening when you realize that the life that you've been living or creating, you don't really belong in it. It's time to take a different direction so that you can find your soul tribe. So, yeah, it's definitely affecting your perception of your fears. Okay, so they want you to really gain the courage and look at what fears arise when you hear about this, whatever memory comes up for you, and so that you can challenge those belief systems, because there's a whole world of loving, supportive individuals that are going to feed that fire within you, Sagittarius. All you have to do is, really dig deep, understand what you've been attracting and what you've been allowing in your life and keeping people distant from you for whatever reason. and allow people to see you for who you really are and take ownership of that. Because listen, there are a lot of people in this world that would love to have you in it, and if you're not being respected or encouraged to be your most authentic self, then maybe those aren't the right people for you. So, but there's definitely a lot of endings and beginnings and a lot of change coming up for you. And this is seeing things clearly for what they are. Usually using your visualization skills. I feel like a lot of you have a really strong third eye, so I would definitely work on honing that in and use that visualization and that knowingness to figure out what you need to do in order to align with the best path for you. So, is there anything else that this past event is affecting? And ask yourself, what are you scared of? Yeah, embrace the masculine. So, um, but then we also have surrender to the flow. So I feel like some of you might actually live more in the masculine energy in order to protect yourself. Um, but like this is really affecting the balance of knowing when to take action, when to flow, when to surrender, and when to let go of things that aren't in alignment with you anymore. Um, it could lead to jealousy, it could lead to anxiety, it could lead to, um, you know, possessiveness, overprotection, and, just having this overall sense that I need to protect myself, so that you might have a lot of walls around you, okay? So, what's the best advice for Sagittarius? What's the best advice for Sagittarius? Yeah, so some of this is actually coming from your past life. So whether you were actually an orphan and abandoned, I feel like some of you actually spent some time in some sort of orphanage or passed around family members type thing. And you might see that theme reoccurring, but a lot of this is triggering those old wounds that are still tied into your DNA. But they want you to take a leap of faith, take a risk, and put your heart's true desire into action, and know that you have an infinite supply for all of your todays and your tomorrows. But yeah, endings and beginnings. So the old must be released so that the new can enter, and that's exactly what I was picking up. So, all right, Sagittarius. So how is this helping you become a better person? What is it teaching you? How is it helping Sagittarius become a better person? What is it teaching them? Yeah, so exactly what I was picking up on, anxiety. So with the Five of Pentacles, this is that disconnection that I was talking about. And I feel like this is a really good time for you to connect to your higher power, whatever that may be for you. And give it give it to them, because you don't have to do this alone. But yeah, you got the High Priestess twice. So sometimes you have to sacrifice things that make you feel more comfortable and safe, right? And get outside of your own comfort zone and take a risk, because there's a really strong intuitive ability here. And I feel like you already know what you need to do, but there's this sense of having a nervousness or a lack of confidence in taking the new steps that you're being guided to take. And it's really affecting your decision making skills. It's affecting the new path that's being presented to you. And you need to start trusting yourself more, because you have a lot of abilities that need to be shared. And we do have the Lovers on the bottom here, so like it could be affecting your relationships. Absolutely, we have the Ace of Cups underneath that. So if you're having a hard time letting romantic partners get too close to you, to see you, and feel like you have to be a certain somebody in order to be loved, or accepted in life, then that's going to be a huge thing here, right? If you need help with past life regression, I can absolutely help you with that. If you need help just walking through and digging deeper and processing everything, I do that too. But yeah, there's a sense of loss here that's really affecting your joy in life. And so if you have a hard time connecting to people, you're probably having a hard time connecting to joy and abundance in your everyday life. And you feel like in order to succeed in life, sometimes that joy and happiness have to be sacrificed. And then you wonder why you're in a constant state of anxiety or sorrow. So start trusting yourself more. mm, Surrender, right? And start making the necessary choices that are going to lead you down a different path, because you can't keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. And if you're not happy with where you are in life, it's up to you to make the necessary choices to change that dynamic, okay? So I hope these messages resonate with you. And if you need help with anything, or just need support, I am here for you. You can reach out to me through Whispers of Grace at 1016@gmail.com. And if you enjoy this video, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment, and I will talk to all of you soon. Bye.